Okay, this is part 2 of Lude trying to get victory on Ridiculous Challenge Time. So in our last video, so that's whatever. Clicking all the wrong things. In our last video, we failed in our first 2 tries. The first game was going to be a loss, so we did undo and took advantage of the future, but we still couldn't win the game. The second game became the Nightmist game when Expatriette and Mr. Fixer got incapacitated, but we still lost because of too much damage going to Nightmist and not enough cards in hand. So we're not getting mint, we're not getting near mint, but we can still get fine if we win in the next hour, or next day, 3 hours, 44 minutes, 53 seconds. So we're now going to start playing with a little bit more, I don't know what the word is. Specificity. Restrictions. I don't know. I really don't know what the word is. So I'm going to be resetting games until we get the opening hands that we want, and Mr. Fixer right now probably has the 4 best cards I would ever want, so this is a really good start. We have the Jack handle that we wanted to have in game 2, that I always want to have, because it's consistent AoE damage to all of the villain targets. We also have the Driving Mantis that's consistent damage redirection, especially from the Operative's Retaliation as well as the Chairman's Retaliation. We have a dual Crowbars, which will come in handy once we have eliminated all of the underbosses and thugs, and it's down to just the Chairman and the Operative. And hopefully there are no more prison breaks, but dual Crowbars is better than Jack Handle in that situation. We also have a toolbox that we can play just to destroy with the base power, if it comes to it, if we need to save something else. And Expatriette also starts with a really good start. This is looking pretty promising before we've done anything. But we have the hair trigger reflexes, which we didn't see in either of our 2 games. So now I could play this and then use aim, and then each time a villain target enters play, Expatriette can hit it for 2 projectile damage for free. We also have a flak jacket that's not wholly useful. It does prevent 3 or more damage being dealt to Expatriette, but it's at least something that could be destroyed by Mr. Fixer. We have an RPG launcher that allows us to destroy an ongoing or environment card, most likely an environment card because we don't want to keep those in play. And if we do, then we can deal up to 2 targets 2 fire damage each, or 2 targets 3 fire damage with aim. We have a shock rounds, which isn't useful without a gun, but at least it's something that could be played and then later destroyed. Nightmist has a Call Forth, a Mist Form, a Mist of Time, and an Oblivion. So we can at least Mist Form immediately, and that way she'll be usually the highest HP target. So the one-shots that deal damage to the highest HP should hopefully just try to hit her and fail. So seems like a good start, going right in. So yeah, everything's set to high speed, so we're just gonna go through. He plays the Deputy, Operative pulls a Contract. That's not really a good start. So for me to play Jack Handle and not to destroy it or Expatriette's hair trigger reflexes, I have to skip his base power, so that hired gun is going to last unless I play the flak jacket and sacrifice it, which I don't really want to do. We didn't get the broker, we didn't get the fence, so there's a 2 out of 3 chance that one of those 2 will come out. And when those come out, we would like to destroy their corresponding informant and thief before they actually act. Especially if the thief or if the informant comes out, then Expatriette can't really play a card. So I don't really want to get into that situation, but I might not have a choice. The hired gun is, well, the contract's going to pull out a second hired gun who's going to hit all of the non-hero all of the hero targets for another set of 3. So that's going to be a total of 6 damage in this coming round. think I'm just... I don't want to lose this good start, but I'm going to probably just live with whatever comes out. So hair trigger reflexes and then aim. We draw an incendiary rounds, so we still don't have a gun. And then Jackhandle isn't going to do anything immediately. Driving Mantis at least has a chance, but I think that chance is pretty small when the contract's out. I'm still just going to put Driving Mantis and skip. And we draw a charge. So now Nightmist is going to put out the Mist form, make her immune to damage. Hopefully she remains to be the highest HP target. We get a Planar Banishment and an Astral Premonition. Rook City plays a Scum and Villainy, so we're gonna get more villain cards. Undivided Attention comes out. First one hits Mr. Fixer, second one hits Nightmist. And now we get Perfect Human Specimens. They regain HP. And the underboss put into play is the Fence, so we are gonna lose something. Actually, no, we're not, because we can destroy it with their trigger reflexes. Never mind, we're fine. So the Crooked Cop comes out, and now we're just going to continue to blast everything that enters play. Unfortunately, that hired gun we're not going to be able to take out before it hits us. But I can take out this thief before it hits us. Or tries to destroy something, so that's fine. So now Fixer's already down to below half his HP. So in order to play something that Mr. Fixer can destroy without losing Mist form, I have to play Flak Jacket, and then we'll aim again. We're going to keep doing this until we know we're not going to see a Thief or a Informant in the coming turns. We get a Submachine Gun, which Fixer can safely destroy. Play the Jackhandle, and then we're going to destroy a lot of things, as much as we can. Take out the Crooked Cop, who's at 3 first. Might as well go after the hired guns. Although I don't think the order at this point matters. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to take out the Contract, or the Deputy, or the Fence. But with aim, we should be able to take out the incoming Thief. So the rest of this order doesn't matter. And we have to destroy a card, so we'll lose Flak Jackets. I don't think I want to lose Mist Form just yet. We don't have Amulet of the Elder Gods or any other means of regaining HP, so we're going to keep that in play and lose Flak Jacket. And we draw a Meditation. So I don't want to destroy Mist Form, so we're going to draw 3 cards. Tome of Elder Magic, Heedless Lash, Master of Magic. So Scum and Villainy is going to hit all of us for 3. Falling Statuary is useful. It hits the Fence. Muscle. Oh, and then the Informant's going to come out next. So he's played all the underbosses already. He hasn't played many cards other than underbosses. So, Fixer's definitely going to discard a card. This hired gun is going to hit us more. We had a good start, but the opening hired gun is not good. And I can't redirect this damage because of the contract. I'm going to keep the toolbox and we'll lose Meditation because we already have the Driving Mantis. So for a Fixer to be able to destroy something, I have to put out Submachine Gun. I could actually use it right now. It might be better to use it right now. This will hit everything for 2. 1 to the underbosses. And in order to get the contract out, let's see. I could charge on Fixer's turn. That will do 2 to everything. Which unfortunately won't take out the Crooked Cops and will hit the contract for 1. So it's the same story as Submachine Gun. If I don't use aim, then I'm going to lose the benefit of the hair trigger reflexes. But there are 2 prison breaks out of 8 cards, which means there's that small chance that the Informant and the Thief will come out if the prison break comes out. But I think I'm going to have to do the Submachine Gun and charge in order to be able to destroy the Contract, who's really hurting us right now. But we're not going to be able to destroy anything about the hired gun, so this order doesn't matter. Actually, no, I can't even hit the contract because there are 2 crooked cops. So that's not good. Get the arsenal access. So now I have to charge. So first hit this crooked cop. And then nothing... Oh no, the enforcers will go, but the enforcers isn't going to do anything, but then we'll just hit everyone. And then I'm going to use base power, destroy the crooked cop, and then I can take out the broker. And then all these things. Destroy submachine gun. I might want to destroy mist form instead. First, let's see what happens. So again, it's cheating, but at this point I'm not getting mint. Oblivion, we reveal a 2 and a 4. That will safely destroy everything, but it will hurt us by a bit, but I can at least redirect the 2 of Oblivion away from Mr. Fixer. So yeah, I'm going to go ahead and instead of destroying submachine gun, I will destroy mist form. I don't advocate this at all. This isn't honest playing, but I always feel like I'm in a dire situation at this point. And it's also important to make sure I could redirect the 2, but the contract will go away. So do the 2 to all targets, hit the contract first. And now I can have Mr. Fixer redirect it. And we'll hit the operative with it. And then the rest of this doesn't matter. Alright. Reveal top 3 cards of my deck. There's the Amulet of the Elder Gods. I want that. And then I'm just going to put the Star Shield necklace on top since it's a 3. And then we're going to draw the amulet. And we're going to play it the next turn if I can. Blighted Streets increases damage to hero targets. That's not good. Prison Break comes out immediately, so this is super bad. Super bad. I can't take out the thief or the informant right away. And the hired gun is going to have a damage boost, and the Blighted Streets is also providing a damage boost, so I think we're already screwed. We had the best opening hands and we're already screwed. I'm just going to let this play out, but I think we're screwed. I'm going to lose the hair trigger reflexes as much as I like him, because in order to really deal with this, I'm going to have to use the submachine gun. And this is going to suck a lot, because the informant's going to play another card. Hopefully it's a prison break. Nope. And whoever takes this damage dies. Yeah, alright. I'm not even going to continue this. So now I'm just going to reset until we get a jack handle. That was the best opening hand, and it just got screwed up on that turn. Actually got screwed up because he started with the contract. That damage increase was going to last for several turns because we weren't going to be able to deal with the contract without losing a lot of things. Alright, jack handle and driving mantis and harmony, that's good. No hair trigger reflexes, but a shotgun. And an amulet, master of magic. So, let's see what they do. Perfect human specimens does nothing. And then they put the muscle into play, so So either Nightmist discards a card, or she takes 3, and I'm not going to have her discard at this point, because at least has no damage boosts. I can shotgun... I should shotgun. We'll wail on the muscle. Get the submachine gun. Put out the driving mantis. Get my power. Meditation. If I put out jackhandle instead and I destroy the tactical shotgun, that might be a bit better instead. I'm gonna do that. Jackhandle, destroy the shotgun. I like to skip the first turn with Mr. Fixer so that we can be better set up, but whatever. Meditation. So let's put out the Master of Magic. No, let's put out Amulet. Because then I have some choices. Enlightenment, Astral Premonition, Mistfield Recovery. We'll put Enlightenment on top and then the 3 on top of that. Or below that, so it's on top of the deck. Blighted Streets increases damage. This hits all of us because we kept it in play. I could discard this. I think it's too early though, but the thing is if I don't discard now, then I can't discard later. And this is 3 damage, but it'll be 2 if I redirect, so it's not going to kill the enforcers. So no, I'm not going to bother. This hits the Expatriette and Mr. Fixer, and then we get the Contract, who's going to put a hired gun out. So now I definitely want to discard for that enforcers. I'll put Driving Mantis away because Meditation can bring it back. And I'll just hit Nightmist since I know she can't redirect, and then Hired Gun is going to hit all of us for 4. Sweet. Definitely discard a card, so we'll lose this one. And this hits all of us for 4. I do not like the combination of Blighted Streets and Contract. So yeah, especially with Blighted Streets now, if I do submachine gun, if I destroy all these non-hero targets, the operative's gonna hit for 3, which is terrible. But a submachine gun so that Mr. Fixer could choose to destroy it. Now the question is, do I use it? I'm gonna go ahead and use it. I mean, I shouldn't be too upset because, I mean, we got the jackhandle and the driving mantis start, but the driving mantis isn't useful without damage reduction on some side. Yeah, I don't think that's 4 damage because of the operative's retaliation, so that's not good. Oh man. And Nightmist doesn't have enough cards and can't really fund it. Well, okay, so if I enlighten myself, I get a 3. So if I discard these 2 cards, I can redirect it to the Contract. So we at least lose 1+1. And then I can have Nightmist draw cards. It's only 3 cards, not 4, but this is at least 3. And the top 3 cards of my deck. We'll put the Heedless Lash on top, the Oblivion below that, in case I choose to Heedless Lash into the Oblivion. Scum and Villainy comes out. Regain HP. Fence comes out, so a Thief is going to come out. And someone's going to discard a card. We'll have Expatriette do it. We'll lose an unload. Thief comes out and destroys something. And the Crooked Cop also comes out because the Deputy came out. So I don't think I'm going to continue this game because I'm losing a lot of the things that I wanted to keep out. And we don't have a gun to play. So Fixer, if he was to use his power, would have to destroy something extra. And we don't have Bloody Knuckles. I don't want to lose Harmony. I'm just going to reset. This isn't a good position right now. So Jackhandle, Harmony, no hair trigger reflexes, an assault rifle at least. Mist form. Starting with the prison break, that's good. Starting with a broker isn't as good unless the informant's extra play reveals a prison break. So, assault rifle plays perfect human specimens. But I could at least use the assault rifle to destroy the informant. And also hit the broker. And then I don't have to jack handle. Actually, I should jack handle still. Yeah, we'll jack handle still. And we'll destroy the assault rifle. So we'll just hit Expatriette with that. Destroy the assault rifle. Get a hoist chain. And I'm just gonna mist form right away. Because it gets me more cards. Enlightenment Oblivion. Twisting back alleys, reduce damage to villain targets. Not super nice. Let's go ahead and play the top card of the villain deck. We get a Deputy and Dr. Tremata. Dr. Tremata reveals a Blighted Streets and Scum and Villainy. I'm gonna put Scum and Villainy on top. And we'll hit Nightmist. Sorry, not Dr. Tremata. Dr. Tremata, or Nightmist is immune to damage. I do not like the damage increase. I don't really like the villain playing more cards, but at least makes it more likely we'll see a prison break earlier rather than later. So the fence comes out, and then we're going to get another underboss, which is the contract. And then we get a crooked top, a thief, and the hired gun. So keep jack handles. We're losing the mist form already. So prejudice or speed loading or arsenal access for an assault rifle or submachine gun. So to get the crooked top destroyed via jack handle or via charge, I guess. And actually it's gonna be a little bit better to destroy it. Actually no, charge can't destroy it. I'm gonna put the assault rifle in play. And then we'll use it, hit the crooked top, and then reduce the contract by a smidge, and then the fence. We should be able to destroy the fence. I don't think we'll be able to destroy the contract. We'll charge. So first, actually it doesn't matter the order here. Yeah, it's not going to destroy the fence. But first hit the crooked top, and then we lose damage reduction at least. Alright, so I'm gonna Oblivion and see what happens. We get a 1 and a 2. So that will at least take out the contract. Actually, the contract is guaranteed to be gone. Alright, top 3 cards in my deck. 2, 4, and 4. Put the Call Forth on top. Call Forth would make it a little bit easier to get the Amulet of the Elder Gods. You get the Scum and Villainy. Dr. Tremata lets us choose between these 2 toxic sludges. And now with since we no longer have damage immunity, I'm gonna have to have Rook City's Mind play, so we get the toxic sludge immediately. So this is quite painful. And again, a choice between two of the same card. And hit Tony Taurus. So we know the HP recovery is coming out, and then the only underboss we haven't seen is the muscle. So who wants to discard a card? You can lose Tire Iron. So Prejudice is just going to do 2 damage to something, so I might just opt to keep it. I want to destroy something with Mr. Fixer. No, I have to use Prejudice and hit the Crooked Drop in order for it to go away, so we'll do that. Put out the Harmony, and hopefully we'll be able to get a style out the next turn. Nope, not a style. I don't really want to Oblivion this turn. Let's go ahead and call forth 3 relics. We get the Amulet, Star Shield Necklace, Elder Ring, and top 3 cards in my deck. Oblivion, Scarring Mists, Elder Ring. Let's see, probably want to leave the 4 on top. So I'll just draw the Elder Ring. Put the 4 on top of that, or below that, on top of the remaining deck. Don't think this matters. So if someone's discarding a card, we can lose Hoist Chain. This hits the muscle? No. Right, Dr. Tremata's annoying. I can at least hit the Enforcers. So Falling Statuary is a little nicer, although we're starting to be too low on HP. This doesn't matter. Hit Dr. Tremata. Prison Break is not good right now, since all of the underbosses are in the trash and we're not really set up to deal with it. So Perfect Human Specimens it is. No real option there. This isn't gonna destroy anything, and he's just gonna be hit. Destroy toolbox. Tire Iron. Still not the style. He's gonna die before we get the style. But I can at least Amulet. I'll take the other call forth. Although, how many relics do we still have? 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, we'll take the other call forth and we'll leave the 4 on top. This hits the Enforcers. Again. So the muscle I can actually destroy if I redirect it, so I'm gonna do that, because there's too much damage floating around. Alright. Honestly, I think Fixer's gonna die. We have 4 cards. One of them is a Prison Break, 2 of them deal damage to the highest HP, one of them plays the top 2 cards of the environment deck, and we don't have the means of redirecting damage from Fixer. We do have an Amulet of the Elder Gods, but not too many cards, so I don't think I'm going to be able to whittle down 31 HP. I'm just going to reset this. Still unsure how I'm going to edit this later. We have a... no, we don't. The Grease Monkey Fist is not the one I want. Nope. Jack Handle and 2 meditations. Not hair trigger reflexes. Master of Magic. HP regaining from the start. Deputy, which provides damage reduction immediately. Let's put out the tactical shotgun. I could choose to destroy the crooked top if I use Jack Handle immediately. But I think I'm gonna just aim instead. And then I think I'm not gonna do damage right away. We'll meditate for the Driving Mantis. Little risky, I guess, but I mean, there's no point in destroying the crooked top if he's gonna come back, unless you don't want to have 2 out, which is fine. Oblivion, a 4 and a 3. I don't really have a good card to play other than that. Yeah, I'm gonna draw the Oblivion, and then I can choose to not use it the next turn. This hits Deputy. Good we didn't destroy the crooked top, because that would have hit one of us instead. Early Prison Break is good. Early Fence is not as good. So we're either going to lose Tactical Shotgun or Master of Magic. If I destroy the Tactical Shotgun and I want Mr. Fixer to use his Jack Handle, then I'm going to have to destroy Master of Magic anyway, but yeah, we'll destroy Master of Magic. As unfortunate as that is. And... oh, I still have the shotgun, that's good. I have aim, so that's going to increase the damage by 1, and I also have a shock rounds, which is also going to be increased by 1. So that will hit the crooked tops for 2 each, so I don't actually have to hit the crooked top with the tactical shotgun. I can hit the fence instead. So we'll do that. So machine gun is another gun. So Jack Handle. I can actually redirect that 1 if I need to. Let's first hit Expatriette. Then let's take out the other crooked cop. And that way I can redirect that 1 to the deputy. So he takes more damage. And then destroy the tactical shotgun. I guess I could destroy Driving Mantis instead and meditate to get it back, but I want to save it. I don't need to Oblivion, and Mistfield Recovery is not going to do anything. I don't need Scarring Mist. So I'll put out the Elder Ring, and then I can destroy it with Fixer. So let's just try to get more equipments to feed Fixer, I think, because we're still not fully well for Nightmist. Flying Statuary is now going to hit one of us, sadly. Broker comes out. Muscle comes out. So let's lose the grease gun. So if I play a card, Informant's gonna play something. It's probably not terrible if they play Prison Break right now. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to... Let's see. If I destroy Driving Mantis with RPG Launcher, then I could take out the Informant, and then I could take the Crooked Top down by 2. Probably not worth. If I overdrive twice, I could probably take out everything. But then I will lose the Jack Handle or the Driving Mantis, and I don't want to destroy the Driving Mantis. Actually, I could destroy the Elder Ring and then the Driving Mantis. But we're going to see 2 cards played. I think I'm going to put out the submachine gun. Alright, Prison Break. Alright, both the Prison Breaks are now gone. That's the good news. So I think I'm definitely going to have to overdrive twice. So if I'm overdriving twice, do I prefer to aim or do I prefer to submachine gun? Crooked Top's not going to die before the first strike. I'm not going to be able to hit the underbosses, and the thugs are going to die anyway. So it's better to aim. And now the hair trigger reflexes comes out, but it's slightly too late because both the prison breaks are gone, and we already have the informants and brokers and whatnot already out. So we'll play the overdrive. Perfect Human Specimens gets played by the informants, so they regain HP. And now I can strike twice. Order does not matter. Fixer's not going to be able to redirect anyway. Destroy the Elder Ring. Strike again. Now we'll take out the Crooked Top. And then the order doesn't matter. Destroy the submachine gun. Actually, I could keep it in play. With Bloody Knuckles, though, I'm probably going to play that and destroy it immediately, so I don't have to worry about the incoming turn. Let's see. So there's a 4 on top of my deck. If I play that, I would hit myself for 4, but then I could hit the Operative, the Muscle, and the Fence, and then I can get the Fence destroyed. That's probably a bit better than playing Starshield Necklace just to have it destroyed. And Fixer can redirect one of these. And if I take out the Muscle... Which underboss are we missing still? We're missing the Contract. Yeah, I'm gonna take out the Muscle right now. And then we can attune. So let's get the Tome of Elder Magic. And then these are both 2s. Tome of Elder Magic will help me get more cards to feed an amulet that I don't have yet. Blighted Streets, so we're going to get the Contract combo yet again. But thankfully he only plays Contract. That's the only underboss in the deck, and then he plays the Hired Gun, who's going to hit us for 4 all. 5 all. Chairman, right. Chairman, Blighted Streets, and Contract. Okay. If I destroy Blighted Streets, this plays the top card of the villain deck, which could put out a Rook City is Mine or an Undivided Attention or a Perfect Human Specimens, but I won't have a card to destroy with Fixer other than Bloody Knuckles, which I think was what I was going to play anyway. I don't have a gun to play. I would just be putting out Hair Trigger Reflexes otherwise. So yeah, let's RPG launch the Blighted Streets and see what they do. This hits us. So with aim, I can take out the hired gun, but I can already take him out. So I'm not going to worry about that. I forgot that was only 2 targets. I would have just hit the operative otherwise, but I don't think it's going to matter. Bloody Knuckles and Prey. Hit the contract first. And then hit the chairman. He's going to retaliate. That's the only unfortunate thing about the Bloody Knuckles, but now at least I don't have to worry about prison breaks or anything. Riveting Crane. Alright, so Mistfield Recovery isn't useful, Oblivion's not useful, Tome of Elder Magic, yeah, we'll do that. We'll just draw more cards. There's the amulet. This hits one of us. The falling statuaries have not been useful for us in this game. Alright, Hair Trigger, aim. That's the only useful thing I have right now. So I don't have to meditate. I want to keep the Driving Mantis because then I can retaliate, or I can redirect the chairman's retaliatory damage. Pipe Wrench. I could put out and destroy. This would increase the damage by 1, reduce damage to Fixer by 1. I don't know if there's a point in that though. Instead of hitting the chairman and the operative for 4 each, I would hit one of them for 5. I think I'm just gonna not play a card. So if I destroy Hair Trigger Reflexes, well, the only thing that we would want to hit is the Ambitious Racketeer, which I don't think I really want to do. So I could destroy the Hair Trigger Reflexes, that's fine. We get dual crowbars. Alright, that's better than Jackhandle with just the chairman and the operative. Alright, let's amulet. And then let's get another card. The Heedless Lash. And a Mistbound. Scum and Villainy plays the top card of the villain deck. Undivided Attention. I can discard this, yes. I don't need the Oblivion as much. And I don't need the Planar Banishment. It's good to redirect this to the chairman because he will retaliate, so we get that bonus, at least. Another Undivided Attention, so we can do the same trick. So I'm gonna lose those. Alright. So now it's arsenal access to hopefully get a gun. We get liquid nitrogen rounds and tactical shotguns. So we'll put a tactical shotgun in play. And let's hit the operative so that Expatriette doesn't get hit. And we get a quick draw. Alright, so now dual crowbars is better than Jackhandle. The operative needs to take more damage. So we'll do that, and then I can redirect that to the operative for even more damage. And then I can hit the operative for 7. And I definitely want to keep the amulet and the tome. think I'm gonna destroy tactical shotgun. We get an overdrive. That's good. Alright, Starshield Necklace or Mistfield Recovery. Or I could just not play a card. I want to keep my cards for discards, so I'm going to keep them. We get a Heedless Lash and an Oblivion. Actually, I could just skip twice. That'd probably be a little bit better, but oh well. We can redirect this one. This is the operative, so again, we can discard for that. This is gonna hit those guys, though, and there's nothing we can do about it. Toxic Sludge. Well, the good news is the 3 is not gonna hit us. But let's see what happens. Rook City's Mine plays the top 2 cards. We get another Toxic Sludge and an Ambitious Racketeer, so not bad. Alright, we should be fine. Let's quick draw. Search my deck. Let's get Prejudice out. If I hit Chairman, he's going to retaliate. Let's hit him. I think we've won, in all honesty. I'm pretty sure we've won. Let's overdrive. So this will retaliate, but I can redirect it to the operative. And then the second hit will kill the operative. Destroy Prejudice. And then I can do my second overdrive to kill the chairman. There we go. There's the fine. I didn't get it last night, but I got it today. So it's possible, just very difficult. And I was resetting until I got a jack handle, which is pretty important. Driving Mantis, also somewhat important, but not so much. Amulet of the Elder Gods, very important, because we kept redirecting the big hits that the operative was dealing to the chairman, who retaliated and hit the operative. And Expatriette in this game wasn't as useful as I had envisioned, because we didn't get the hair trigger reflexes until after both prison breaks were played, and the informant and thief weren't going to come out anymore. So those are the cards that I would like to have hair trigger reflexes coupled with aim for, because it would take them out before they can do anything. But thankfully it worked in our favor. The prison breaks came early and had little effect. Very close. Could have ended a lot worse, especially if the Rook City's Mine had played like 2 Blighted Streets or something. That would have been really bad, because then I couldn't redirect the chairman's damage, and Mystafixer might have died to the chairman. But that's fine. That is literally fine. That's our very first fine. Literally our first fine. So 27 mints, 4 near mints, 1 fine. I will accept that fine because this cover is elusive to get anyway, so there you have it. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed watching all 3 hours of footage. But there you have it.